Hi, today's episode is brought to you by our good friend and sponsor, Brian Miller, over at United Real Estate Chicago, the only realtor John and I trust when buying or selling a home. Links in the description below.
Are you thinking about buying or selling a home? Or maybe you just have questions about the real estate market. Hi, I'm Brian Miller, and I'm a licensed real estate professional serving the Chicagoland area. People know to call me when they need a problem solved. Through research, troubleshooting, and asking the right questions, there isn't an issue that we can't overcome together. If you're buying, I'll help you find the home that fits your wants and needs. If you're ready to sell, my goal is to get your home in front of the masses and do everything it takes to net you the most money. Since entering the industry in 2014, I've experienced navigating various types of markets, as well as assisting clients with short sales, probates, and selling homes that have been sitting on the market. In other words, if you want to work with an award-winning real estate agent, make the process as easy and stress-free as possible, you've come to the right place. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Brian Miller, and I can't wait to connect with you.
Hey, welcome to IMO In My Opinion with J&M. Jonathan, how are you, sir?
You're such an old fuck.
I am.
It's not even 11 o'clock and you're complaining about the time.
Weren't you complaining about the time a little while ago, saying I would have been in bed by now?
We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you.
Oh, we're talking about me. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
I've been with you for the last 4 hours, but how are you? You're good?
Oh, no, it was fun.
It was fun having a great debate. We'll touch on that in a minute. We'll touch on that. We got a question for you. We'll touch on that. We have a guest today. He's second time around. He joined us before in our old studio. Now he's here in the new one. I'll let him introduce himself.
What's up, guys? Desmond Price, back again. Glad to be back, actually. Good to see you guys. It's been a long time coming.
What's up with the finger, bro?
So I broke my finger beginning of the season.
Like clean break? Or like jam?
No, like tip of my finger was
Get the fuck out of here.
hanging off.
Damn. But you're a serious basketball player right now, man. You're doing some serious things around here, huh?
I'm trying to stay consistent. That's the biggest thing right now. And it's a grind. Like coming from JUCO, going to D3 and then trying to work your way up, it's a grind. It's completely different basketball.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you, we were just talking about it. I saw you when you were like a kid.
Yeah, middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school, like.
I mean, even then you showed potential, bro. Like, to be honest, like there were certain kids you would see, or I would see, and you're like, okay, they have potential. If they stay, focused on this, they'd be pretty good. You were one of them. Little Brandon's another one, but like Little Brandon's too small. But like that's his biggest problem. He's too little, but he's really good.
Yeah.
Like, that kid can play.
No, he can play his ass off.
But I'm glad to see you doing what you do, man. You were a bright kid, man. I had a lot of faith in you.
Yeah, I'm glad I can continue to do it. Just being where we stay at, just being around certain environments. I'm glad that I still have the opportunity to play the game and just learn every day.
That's awesome.
Even with the setbacks and everything.
Well, that comes with the territory. You're still young, bro. You could bounce back. I mean, you're still really young. Like me and John, we get hurt. It hurts for a long time.
Yeah, like your ankle.
Bro, ankles, fucking knees, all that bullshit. Back now. Everything fucking hurts now. But you'll get there.
Hey, I broke the tip of my finger too.
You chopped it off.
I was re-racking a plate and I was looking at something I wasn't supposed to be looking at. Let's just leave.
But you had a worse one. You want to know a story about what this man did one time?
What happened?
So he was working with a family friend, I would say.
Oh yeah, kind of, sort of.
It was like a construction-ish kind of job, like cutting woods and shit. So this fool grabs a circular saw, right? He's carrying it like this, right? And then he pushes the trigger by mistake and damn near cut his finger off.
It was hanging.
Right. It was pretty bad. It was a pretty bad time.
Don't hold it by the blade.
He also fucking apparently tore his ACL last time we played basketball like 4 years ago.
The ACL's down there.
He's full of shit.
It was something with my kneecap.
He's full of shit.
I would have went pro, but you know how it goes.
But let's talk about basketball, man, because that's what you're really, really good at.
Yeah.
Where'd you start? How'd you get into it? And your training and where you are now.
All right, so I started when I was about 4. About 4 years old.
Little Fisher Price rim?
Yeah, the Fisher Price rim. And then I graduated. So like after church, my godfather, my uncle, they would go play basketball. So like I'd be in there with the other kids, but I didn't have no hooping shoes. I'm just in there, dress shoes, balling out, like scuffing the floor up.
Right on.
Then we had this rim in my backyard when we moved. And like I was just on it every day. And then it was weird because I can only do pull-ups going left because we had a big ass tree hanging over on the right side.
Is that the equivalent of the electrical cord hanging on your rim?
We had
back in the day.
Yeah, you were either shooting under it or over. There was nowhere in between.
Yeah. So and then ended up getting that cut. And then I got tall enough to where I can dunk on it because it was on the garage. And then it was kind of like me getting big enough and like hanging on the rim and breaking it off the garage. And that was like between elementary and middle school days. Then we ended up moving closer to the brickyard. Then just working out every day. You see me in there, like sleeping in there. Yeah, and export, like waking up, taking showers in there, like living in there. And then met Sam. Like Sam is like the reason, one of the biggest reasons like I'm still playing basketball and where I'm at. Him and Tim. And obviously, like, the people around me, like my mother, my grandma, my uncle, like everybody, the whole support system. And I think, like, where I'm at now, like, despite the injury, I'm, like, way better than what I was last year. As far as, like, from a mental state, thinking the game better, just playing better, having a feel for it.
I would say the last time I played with you, which was, a year, maybe a few years ago?
Yeah.
We were playing in that league over there in, what was that church called?
Is that Lions?
Lions.
Yeah.
I think I told you, like, I saw your mentality definitely went up. Because I remember you as a kid, like most kids are, you guys are all trigger happy and just shooting the ball and forcing shit. Everyone does that when they're young.
Yeah.
But I saw a step up in your game, like legit. Like, and funny you mentioned Sam, because Sam, I played with Sam also, just to tell you how old I am. I played with Sam in leagues before. And Sam was like super fucking solid, bro. Like I know he's kind of hard to, you can still believe it, but it's kind of hard when you see him now because he's not the same type of player. I mean, same guy anymore. But Sam was a fucking problem. You know, he was super solid with the handle. He knew how to pass. He knew how to control himself, knew how to control his body. And I see a lot of that now in you when I watched you play, when we were playing on the same team. Like that's crazy for me, like to see that, bro. It's like, what's the word? I have an admiration. No, that's the wrong word.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were jealous because he can fucking smoke you now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I can't deny that, bro. I'm old. What do you want me to tell you? When I was younger, but then he was a kid, so I guess it doesn't count.
Yeah,
it doesn't. It's like we never crossed paths at the right time.
Yeah.
Even though you probably beat me anyways.
My money's on him.
Yeah, my money's on him, and he's playing me. Continue. I'm sorry.
Nah, so even like now, the mentality that Sam has like put into me as far as just basketball, it starts like off the floor, even being disciplined. And I'm gonna throw this out there, like the first couple of times, like I started getting distracted, like coming late to workouts, and he hates that shit, like coming late, like not having it together. And then like it took me to step away for a while and then come back to like understand what he was talking about like basketball being a business and how you have to handle yourself off the court. Because like, if I go overseas somewhere, God willing, like they're not gonna tolerate stuff like that.
Yeah, you end up in jail like Brittany Griner.
You know, like they'll send your ass home for real. Yeah. And
or maybe they won't send you home at all.
Yeah, exactly. But now he really playing like the mentor role as far as like certain stuff that I don't know, even with basketball. Like I'm still learning from him, and I'm still learning from the game. Because now I'm in a position where I have a coach who has just as much confidence in me as I do myself. And I have the green light to do and make the plays I need to make. I'm not in handcuffs. Like, so that's a comfortability thing. And that was all due to Sam.
That's awesome.
Like going into the summer after Joliet, I had nothing. And just staying in the gym the summertime and just being around, they came around seeing me in open gym, even though that was like my worst shooting day of all.
They saw something.
But they saw that my movement, how I move.
They saw potential.
Yeah. Basically.
You made them remember you or notice you, even if you weren't making shots. That's awesome, bro. I mean, you move really well You notice that John's really quiet in this conversation because he doesn't know much about it. He doesn't play basketball like that.
I know more than you, especially that.
Sure. Whoa, wait. We'll get there. Yeah. We'll get there. So where'd you play in high school?
So I went to Foreman, Prosser, and Luther North. So like Foreman, that was like my neighborhood school coming out of like middle school. And then my mom really didn't like it. So she was like, all right, you can stay, play basketball. And my AAU coaches were there. So I was like, all right, I'll just stay. Then kind of didn't like it either. So then she transferred me closer to home, which was Prosser, literally like a 5-minute walk from where I was staying before. Then I did like the rest of my years there. And then I ended up transferring my senior year because of what I was a sophomore. I wasn't playing. Junior year, I still wasn't playing.
Like they didn't let you play, or
no,
they weren't playing, like giving you time?
Weren't getting time, and then like there was stuff that carried over from my sophomore year. Was like the coach and like my mom. Like he was trying to get with my mom, and she wasn't having it, and she was keeping it.
Stuff.
Yeah, and she was keeping
it.
She was keeping it strictly business. So like in return, he was just like taking it out on me.
That's bogus.
Yeah. And like by far,
terrible,
and then like by far, nah. And then like by far, like I was one of the best players like on the team, and it showed, and everybody's seen it. And then like that was the point where like I really wanted to quit. So like I didn't do nothing my whole junior year with basketball. I was just like, you know what, I'll still go to practice, but as far as like working out after practice, all that extra stuff, nah, I'm not doing it.
Why give it so much effort?
Yeah, like why give it so much effort if he's not gonna notice it anyway?
He's not putting the effort. Why are you putting in the effort?
Yeah,
I got you.
And then I had a trainer before Sam. His name is Tank. Shout out to Tank. He's probably gonna watch this because he knows I was gonna come on here. But he actually like gave me the tools of like fixing my jump shot, like getting my handles together, like being a guard that's in shape, being able to play the minutes night in and night out. So like that kind of took me to where I needed to be going into Luther North, and he got me to Coach Tucker. Basically, it just took one open gym for him to see like, all right, you got what we need, like we can do something. And then we ended up winning a regional championship, came up short to go to state or whatever, but like that was the first time I had won anything besides AAU. And like even AAU, I played with like all the good players, but I was always like in the middle of the pack because like I was like, damn, why am I gonna take it serious if I'm not gonna get my time or get the opportunity? But like as I got older and like everything started to develop and stuff started to slow down, everybody that was put ahead of me in a way, we kind of equal now, or they're a step ahead of me, 2 steps, but I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be somebody better than you.
Yeah.
You know, at anything. You know, I'm not, obviously I never took basketball that seriously. I'm an actor, right? So like there's always going to be somebody better than me. The only person that's not better than me is the person on that wall up there. That's the only actor that's not better than me. But you got to keep, there's got to be a drive for it.
Yeah.
And I know you would understand, right? Because it's like, it's acting and basketball are different, but similar. Damn, bro, you all right there?
I'm good.
Are you drunk? What's wrong with you? They have similar, it's a similar passion, right? You got to give it, if you want something out of it, you got to give it something. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in practice. You got to be obsessed with that shit. Like you got to study it. You got to be able to break shit down. Like I'm pretty sure like when you watch basketball games now, like,
it's completely different.
Right? Like you break things down a little more like, man, that cut was wrong. Like you should have went this way or you should have went that way. Or why did he make this pass? Blah, 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 blah. How do you look at the game of basketball nowadays? By the way, I'm going to stand up for 1 second. You guys keep going.
All right. No, but so for now, like with basketball, it's more of making the right reads now. Just reading what the defense gives you, just making a crisp, clean move. Like he can tell you when I was younger, just want to dribble, 50 dribbles. Now it just takes me 3, 2 to get to where I need to go or do what I have to do.
Like a James Harden to what now?
To anyone who's more efficient. Any basketball player who's more efficient.
Stop.
James Harden's efficient. He's efficient.
He fucking took half the shot clock trying to be efficient. Come on. I would say efficient to me, a basketball player that would be efficient, maybe not a superstar, but like would be like a JJ Redick's efficient. 1-2 dribbles, get to either passing the ball or shoot the ball, one or the other. Now, mind you, he did play for Duke.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's another one. You know, like Steph Curry dribbles a little bit too much nowadays, but he's efficient. I mean, I think the goal of, mind you, I agree with you. but it's a kid thing.
Yeah.
Right? Dribbling is a kid thing for me. Like, I was never a fancy dribbler. I'm not a fancy dribbler at all. Since I never really focused on any of that. My thing was like, either I'm going to go to the basket, I'm going to take a shot, or I'm going to pass the ball. That's how it should be, really. And I know Sam's a big, what's the word? He's a big, I want to say aggregate. No, wrong word. Like, he's a person who really pushes that idea of like being efficient on the basketball court.
Yeah, of course.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably. All right, but even with like just making a move,
proponent.
There we go. Go ahead.
Like, even just making a move crisp. Like, earlier we were working on a move, and it was about making a read, like seeing how they're playing you before you make the move. So that way, like, you don't make your move and you give them a chance to recover. Like, little stuff like that, like 0.5 split decisions, like stuff like that. That's really where like my game is kind of taking off a little bit more, because I'm understanding like how to get into spots. I haven't understood angles yet, but I'm understanding like what spots I can do certain moves in and what spots I can't do certain moves in.
So how to get you've broken this down to like a fucking science,
how to
bro.
Not, it's not really a science. It's just like when it's levels, literally it's real life levels to it. Like, coming into Illinois Tech, I think my biggest change was the culture, because it's like it's not one race, it's a melting pot of everybody.
Okay.
Like, we got people from Turkey, Italy, China, Africa,
and all these dudes got game
everywhere. Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Like, you could be the biggest fish in your small pond, but like, you never realize how much competition is out there.
Yeah, and even on the D3 level, like, people talk a lot of shit about like JUCO.
How many people don't make
D3.
fucking D3?
Yeah, like,
let's be real. I mean, half the people we know don't make anything in playing basketball. We play basketball, but we don't make anything in our lives yet, But we have the gall to freaking talk shit about.
And like,
who
I think
makes D3.
My biggest thing was going into this season was just consistency, and my confidence kind of grew a little bit more knowing like that my coaches had my back, and that like my teammates, no matter what, they're gonna live with a decision I made. As long as if I mess up, I'll make up for it. That's all that matters. Like, it's all about winning. It's not about like, oh, I'm gonna go off for 30 here and fuck the team. It's, we're gonna win. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna play for each other.
That's a great mentality.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's a change.
You're far from the export days.
Yeah, and I still but I still have moments in game where I've scored like probably four or five times, and they're just feeding me the ball.
Of course.
Or like a guard fouls out and we lose scoring, and I got to pick it up.
Of course. But you're a scorer. I remember a lot you moving. You literally look like a scorer, like a shooting guard scorer. Like, give me the ball, let me do what I got to do, and then we'll continue from there.
Now it's a little bit different. Like, when I came back from this injury, I think I would have 7 assists in the first half before even scoring or taking a shot. Or
I fell in love with fucking passing.
Nah, and
at
it's
my age now, it's still like passing is my favorite thing in the fucking world.
I'm a really underrated passer for real. That's what I've noticed. No, that's what I've noticed. Like, I'm really
some proof of that. I don't know.
Hey, I'll show you. But I'm a really underrated passer, and that's what I noticed. And it comes from like making the reads. Like, we go through certain reads in practice, and like we may fuck it up sometimes, but it's just about getting those reps that I haven't gotten. Even on the defensive end, I've gotten way better, because it's like I've been taught all the right shit that I wasn't taught before. And even though I was taught it late, I picked it up
quickly.
Yeah. And I'm able to use like my athleticism, my long ass arms and shit.
So what's one of your struggles in basketball? Like, what do you think you struggle with? Please don't say nothing, because I feel like we always have room to improve.
Struggle. No, it's trying to be perfect.
That's impossible though.
Yeah, it's impossible, but even in training, like, I know that I'm gonna miss a shot, but I have a mentality like, if you want to be a pro or get to the next level, you're wide open. Nobody's guarding you. You gotta make that shit.
That's true. That the only thing? Nothing else? Nothing mechanical? Nothing like okay, I gotta work more on my left hand spin move this way, or you know what I'm saying? I feel like most people struggle. Like, let's say when you're younger, most people struggle with their left hand. If you're right-handed, right? Jonathan's a prime example of this. Can't dribble to save his life, no left hand or right hand.
I'm ambidextrous. I struggle with both hands.
And then I think it's a dedication to the person, right? Because you got to fight out of that, right? Like I sucked with my left hand for a lot of years when I was a kid. So in my mind, I told myself, hey, I got to be better with my left hand. So I took years and I'm going to do everything left-handed.
I think for me, since I broke my finger, like my left hand has like gotten way better, even though like I can't finish as efficiently now because I have it wrapped up during games. So like the sweat and all the extra shit. But my biggest thing right now is my physical, like my body. And because I have a fast ass metabolism, like,
you can't gain weight to save your life.
Yeah, so it's like,
oh, hang out with me, you'll gain weight.
Hold on, no, he probably won't, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still like, what do they call that? An ectomorph? Is that what they call it? Is that the terminology for it? You're the weightlifter, John.
Shit, I don't know.
I feel like that might be the term.
It's one of the three.
You're 25, 6?
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when you met me, I was probably just as skinny as you, maybe a little thinner. Maybe I was in my weightlifting days. I don't remember. But I was really skinny until I got. Why did you just laugh?
If you can call it that, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
I was really skinny until I got into my late 20s. Right, I couldn't get over 200. Once I got over 200, then I saw 225 one day, and then I can't get under 200 anymore. But it'll catch up to you at some point. My advice would be like, stay the way you are as long as you can, because it's hard to get rid of it once if you gain it.
No, but I had my biggest thing was like going into this next off season, like from day one, I'm going to be at it in the weight room because that's like the missing link to everything.
Do you think being, now how big do you want to get? Just
I don't want to be super big, but I want to be big enough to where I can take bumps night in and night out and not be sore as fuck after. Like,
so what professional basketball player would you say body wise?
Kyrie Irving, because of his shoulders.
He's relatively small, I would say, right?
But as far as his shoulders, I've seen him in person. His shoulders are wide
wider.
as shit. So like it makes when he bumps somebody,
they're not moving you, you're moving.
Yeah, you're moving
them. I got you. That's strength is always going to help you. The only reason I asked that is because I've always felt that. We used to go to Export Lab. Remember when like the real big muscular guys would come play basketball and they looked awkward as fuck?
Yeah.
And like they really couldn't move. Look at, he's already getting mad.
No.
He's already talking under his teeth.
Chances are it's because they don't really play basketball like that.
Some of them really talked shit like they fucking wanted to play basketball.
Talking and actually playing is
legitimately
trying to fucking play basketball. Like if they were skinnier, they would probably be good. But the problem with being bulky like that, right? And I'm talking about like bulky, in my opinion, is you lose mobility.
Obviously.
Because you're running into your arms are freaking running into lats and other muscles and this and this. You lose flexibility.
Good. Like if you can't gain weight like that, you're not gonna have 20-inch arms in an off season. It doesn't work that way.
So it's more like I don't gain the weight, but I get all the muscle.
But you're at the right. You're at the right body type right now. Because again, you have really fast metabolism. So anything you build, it's basically automatically strength versus nothing. If you eat 5 Mama Luna pizzas, you're probably gonna lose it in overnight. I mean, I used to be like that. John never was.
No.
And I never thought about like how much basketball I really play, like how much cardio that is every day.
I noticed
for 24 years. Like that's so much
calories.
You see, John, that's what we need.
What?
We need to go back to going to Export at 3 a.m. and playing basketball till like 5.
It's 11 o'clock. You're complaining that you're up right now.
No, see, I stopped going to Export years ago, and I think that's why I started gaining more weight too. Because I used to play every day or every other day or whatever, and then when you don't do it and you still eat the same way and your metabolism isn't as fast anymore, you start to gain it.
I would just say, so long as you stretch, keep everything kind of like. Well, him. I'm not talking about me. I don't stretch. My body doesn't stretch at all. As long as you, lift weights, stretch before and after, you should be fine.
I mean, how heavy
another 10, 15 pounds?
Like, what was the heaviest we ever saw Michael Jordan? Like, probably 205? Maybe? And that was probably like, his heaviest was when he was with the fucking Wizards because he was old. But like, when he was in his prime in the late 90s. I think
he was getting his ass whooped by Detroit, and then I guess that one year he started taking it serious.
Him and Scotty got real jacked. And it was like in the three-peat, the second three-peat, they were pretty jacked. I I think at the most he was probably like 200, 205. I don't think it was ever too much, but I mean, he was the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
And at 200 pounds, I mean.
And you see
still
people
fast.
like LeBron. I mean,
but LeBron's a freak.
But I'm saying it's possible. You could have muscle mass and still fucking run like a fucking gazelle.
Well, technically, then I guess Zion, you can be fat and still fucking
he's not really fat though. He's just big as hell.
But he was fat when he was hurt, when he was still recovering. Bro, when he did that, there's a video of him like doing a 360 or something, like in warm-ups or some practice.
And the floor is like about to cave in.
And he was freaking big, and I'm like,
he's busting out of his shoes.
Dude, that dude had to be his legs must be like the strongest things ever, bro. You imagine? That's insane. Speaking of the NBA, how do you feel about LeBron James right now?
Not gonna lie, I used to hate him as a kid because like how they used to gang up on D Rose. That shit was so unfair.
Okay,
but
so
like
you were a D Rose fan then?
Yeah, but like as I've grown older, you gotta respect it. The game you gotta respect it.
So the easy question: who's the GOAT?
Kobe, of course.
I like this guy.
But it's always been Kobe though, like Mike and Kobe.
Okay, but let's put, because I agree with you. I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. But let's be realistic at this point. Because Kobe doesn't have the numbers.
Yeah. If we put rings aside.
Let's just say, because again, I am a big Kobe Bryant fan. Don't misunderstand me, right? But I'm a logical person. Kobe is
top 10.
He's top 5 for me.
Yeah.
He's third in my list. No, first of all, he's second in my list personally because it goes Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, then LeBron James. But that's me personally. Logically, if I look at numbers, Kobe's got to be 5, 6. Number wise.
Yeah.
Percentage, all that bullshit. My question to you would be LBJ or MJ? Who's the GOAT?
Like, are we
going
like everything?
Overall.
I say Jordan.
Just
because of like, I was a big Jordan fan, like Space Jam growing up on that.
Sure.
Like, but just the fact when I actually sat down and like watched like the come up, North Carolina, hitting the mid range game winner
in the college championships, yeah.
And then like transitioning into the league and then being able to maintain his game and then keep building. Like it's not on a level of like LeBron because like they didn't have the same technology that we do back then.
That's a good point.
Like if Mike had the shit that Bron had, he would have.
If LeBron would have had good shoes, I mean, if Jordan would have had good shoes from the get-go, I mean, he was playing in Jordan 1s, which are basically like Air Force 1s or Converse. Like, this is insane. Like, if you would here's my thing with this argument, right? Like, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player playing now and in the last 20 years.
Of course.
Hands down, right? I mean, I guess you can maybe sprinkle in a Kobe Bryant in there in those years, but whatever. Kobe was already older. Overall, bro, there's never been anyone like Michael Jordan. You get what I'm saying? Like, in the argument about now, it's the points thing. Oh, he's got the most points in the league. That obviously makes him the greatest. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I think it's his mindset. Like, making shit up just to go and bust your ass. Like,
he wouldn't lose. I think that, and don't take this offensively, but younger kids, you're mid-20s, you're not a younger kid, but like the younger crowd kind of always overlooks Michael Jordan, right? Because they saw LeBron playing most of their life. So you don't appreciate what Jordan did. Jordan played in a different time, harder rules. He was getting tackled, whatever. And these were all common fouls. Like the Detroit Pistons of the late 90s, I mean the early 90s, the whole team would have fouled out and got kicked out of a game if they were to play by today's standard.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like it's rough to see basketball from the 90s.
But also, not to take anything away, I feel like Bron could play in that era just for how he's built.
Yeah, he could have.
Like,
1,000%.
And then you got to think about it like Bron's the prototype one of like the 2010 small forward, him and Kevin Durant. Like, you put that in the 90s.
I think Kevin Durant gets hurt. Kevin Durant gets hurt now. If he would have been playing in the 90s, bro, he would have played like 1 or 2 years before freaking Charles Oakley would have put him on his ass. And I don't know.
He wouldn't have scored as many points though, LeBron. They would have tried to massacre him. Like he's getting knocked on his ass like fucking almost every time he goes to the middle.
I think he would average. Let's just, how much would he have? What was his highest average? Like 27, 28?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's his highest.
Like his career average. Right
sure.
Now.
Let's just say career then, 28. Let's say that's what he averages. If he would have played in Jordan's era, I think he averages
take away 4.
24, 25.
Yeah, take away 3.
A little less. Yes, 4. He still would have been effective. And if he would have adapted well to that type of contact, yes. But like he says, I don't think the points come as easy. Like he was dunking on everybody pretty easily, right? But a lot of them weren't with contact because everybody's getting out of his way. Or you couldn't get in the way because of a foul or whatever, or a technical here, blah, blah, blah. You pushed them here. Back then, like if you ever watched Jordan's dunk highlights, like they're literally like grabbing them and he's still dunking on people. Different type of animal,
you had
man.
Goons on the bench that all they were there for was
just to foul the shit out of you.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy to think of. And I don't, a lot of analysts and all these people don't like to use that as a thing to compete, but you have to because the rules were completely different back then. You know? To me, LeBron's number 2 overall because he does have better statistics in the sense he has better statistics than Jordan. Obviously, he passes more. Jonathan passes more.
But yeah.
But you want to ask the question? You want to ask the young gentleman the question?
Jamoke.
What the fuck does that even mean? You said like that 3 times. Like an idiot. You just made up that song.
Like
that's that
dumbass
word right now.
Or something like that.
Ask him the question.
Do you think LeBron James is a pass first player
or a score first player? You can say 50-50.
Yeah, I would say 50-50. I would say 50-50 because it's like he'll make the right read to make his teammates better, but also if he needs to put his head down and go get a bucket, he'll go get it.
What is he doing most of the time?
50-50.
It's 50-50. Like, yeah, from what I've been watching, it's 50-50. Like he's been getting buckets, but he's also
maybe
been
it's
like
50-50
I'm
now.
sorry, John, but
before you got here, he said he was a pass first player.
I look at LeBron.
And I do not. How is the guy who just broke the scoring title? Yeah.
The same way he broke the scoring title, but he's also top 4 in assists.
But he didn't break the assist.
It doesn't matter. That's not my point. He's still in the upper category in assists. That means that he passes the ball
a lot, but he scored first. But he's scoring before he passes.
He's also played 20 years.
Well, that's why he's passing now more.
He's been passing his entire career. I would say the one time was in the beginning he was dunking on it.
And I also feel like if Mike plays those years that he doesn't retire,
he's tearing that record apart.
And then also if 99 and 2000, if they kept that team together, they would have won again.
2 more championships.
I don't think people realize that he took that time off sometimes.
Well, I realize
but they just forget about the college career. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I know you appreciate longevity and what LeBron's done, but he never played college. He never took years off like Jordan did. And people don't take that into consideration. So that's why I always go by career numbers. What's your points per game? What's your assists? What's your rebounds? And then on top of that, you got your championships. So, I mean, that's all you can base it off on.
Here's the interesting about the scoring thing, right? So he breaks this record, right? And he's led the league one time. He's won a scoring title once in 20 years, right? So what does winning the scoring title mean? You scored the most points in that year, right? You averaged the most points per year, right? Is that it?
Probably.
If you win the scoring title, it's the most per game. I'm assuming. I thought it was per game, like whatever you average. So if you average 30 points per game, you're winning the scoring title.
Yeah.
So he has won in 20 years. Jordan has 10.
Like 10. Yeah.
Jordan has 10. And how many years did he play? 12?
I think like 15.
15 years?
Yeah.
So he missed 5. I'm assuming those are probably his later years, I'm guessing. But like he said, imagine if they would have played 94, 95, they would have beat Houston. And he probably would have won 2 more scoring titles.
Let's say a player comes along, only plays 7-8 years, averages 42 a game. Would you not consider him the best player of all time? Even though it's a shortened career, if you're scoring like 42, 45 points a game, you got to be the greatest of all time, right?
I think it depends on how short of a career we're talking about. Like if he played for 1 year,
7, 8 years,
you might get some pushback from me.
What?
That's like that would be
what?
like.
Let's say he wins 2 championships, a career scoring average of like 40 something. He would have to be the greatest of all time. I mean, even with a shortened career.
So would you say if Steph Curry retired tomorrow, is he he's the greatest of all time? He's got 4 titles. He's won scoring titles, MVPs. I mean, is he the greatest?
I'm not saying
he's one of the greatest point guards.
I would say he's one of the greatest. I would say he's top. Do I want to put him top 10? I think he's top 10.
I mean, you gotta put him top 10. He changed literally the landscape of the NBA.
That's another thing I don't like about LeBron. I don't think LeBron changed the game like that. I think we talked about it with Joey when they were here, when they were like, oh, yeah, he invented this positionless basketball. Sure, but no one imitates LeBron. You get what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard. You can't imitate 6'8" and 2 whatever.
No,
yeah,
but
and it's freak athlete like that.
But I think we intimidate. We imitate styles, right? Like when I was a kid, everybody tried to jump like Mike. You know, before my time, I'm pretty sure people were trying to do Dr. J shit. Larry Bird shit, whatever, Magic, like
Larry Bird,
I don't know,
George
whatever. Whatever.
Larry Bird have
fucking
that weird shot.
Sure,
I mean,
that good footwork.
Fucking
kind of sorta.
Steph Curry to me, because I don't count Kobe because Kobe was a mirror of Jordan. So you how can you imitate Kobe? You're just imitating Jordan. Same shit. Steph Curry comes in the league and literally changes the style of the game that's played. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that, like playbooks, like how coaches are coaching the game.
Yeah, because it's all it never revolves, and that's another thing about Mike, right? Mike didn't play with an emphasis on 3-pointers. If Jordan was to play right now, and as great as he is, he would have developed a 3-point shot. Is that fair to say? He probably would have developed a halfway.
He would have to.
Yeah,
he also would have averaged 40.
I'm just like, you can't.
So much space.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people overlook Jordan, like, and then put LeBron up so high. I'm like, yeah,
that's
LeBron.
What I'm saying. Do you do you value longevity over what you're able to do in a shortened career? It all depends on what you value the most. Or do you championships?
Championships should be
No, it can't be
the most important thing.
It should be leading. It should be the number one thing, but not the most important thing.
I would say that it's got to be like, if it's not the most,
you yourself
it should be
said
like
Charles Barkley is one of the greatest power forwards.
Correct, but we don't rank Charles Barkley anywhere near the top 10. I mean, top 5. And reason being is because of that.
Tim Duncan has 5, but he's got to be the next one down almost.
Dirk.
I mean, I love Charles Barkley was a fucking monster. Don't get me wrong. Fucking monster. Like what, 6'4"? Was he 6'4", 6'5"? Mm-hmm. His biggest flaw is that he has no titles. And you can't include him in a certain conversation because he doesn't have titles. Because that's the point that people play basketball. Like we play sports to win, right? And what's after winning? You win a championship. Mm-hmm. That's what it's for. Mm. If you're not playing for a championship, then you're not winning anything. You know what I'm saying? Like Derrick Rose was a phenom, but you can't put him in certain conversations because he never got.
Speaking of body types,
what?
That's the one.
Oh, I thought you were comparing yourself to. Oh God.
Oh yeah,
I would say that.
Yeah, I have that physique. Yeah.
No, I would say that too. Like
he was in pretty
rookie
good shape.
year, D Rose,
pretty good shape, man.
For like I think he was like what 200.
No,
almost?
he doesn't that big.
190, 200 almost.
I would say like Ben Gordon was a stocky player. Ben Gordon was a muscular, stocky player.
Or even like a Gilbert Arenas build. Like
he might be a little too out of shape for you. I think you should be a young Gilbert Arenas.
No, yeah. Gilbert had. If he's talking about shoulders, I remember Gilbert. He had like the wide shoulders, a skinnier frame, but he had the bigger upper body kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. So who's your favorite player besides Kobe Bryant? So we all know it's Kobe.
Steph.
Steph?
To watch Steph, Kyrie. I like Clay. I always loved Clay.
Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
Good. He's struggling a little bit though.
Yeah, but it's all right.
He's got injuries, man.
They play championship basketball when it matters. So
who you got winning the title this year?
I don't know.
All these new trades, bro.
The West is so stacked.
Trades.
But I know that the Eastern Conference is going to be between Boston and Milwaukee, and then the West is up for grabs right now.
I'm going Phoenix all the way, bro.
Because of the KD?
I got to, man. That's a big piece.
It is.
And it fit to me, it fits well with Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
They owed Chris Paul that, though.
That's true. I mean, I swear to you.
Chris Paul, he's a dirty ass player.
Nah, because he was supposed to be with Kobe.
I know he was, but
that was crazy, right?
If they nixed it, it must have been for something.
But I think I was pissed off. I was really pissed off that time because I'm like, that would have been automatic championship.
I was loving it.
I know you were.
Every
You
second
fucking asshole. You didn't like Kobe to save your life. You didn't want to see Kobe succeed to save your life, bro.
That's right.
He just hates him because of the whole freaking Sacramento Kings crap.
Yeah. So what do you think about Luka and Kyrie now?
I think that's interesting. I want to see. I know they'll be able to play together.
You think so?
Sure.
Hold on, let's get into this one. Hold on, let's get into this one.
So you agree with me
hold
this
on.
time.
I know they'll be able to play together because Luka's a walking triple-double. And like literally if you watch the Mavericks play without him, they literally just Luka. And then he's going to work and then he's making reads, finding people.
That's what I'm saying.
He has a second playmaker, Kyrie, where if he doesn't want to take the last shot or he doesn't need to, give it to Kyrie, go get a bucket. Or if it gets swung around, he doesn't have fucking Reggie Bullock.
So I know John is loving this right now because he feels like he actually won this argument. As
I
compared to
did.
the other one. Here's my only concern. Remember when we were younger, or you probably still play with him. I don't know if you play with him anymore, but I remember Scotty, right?
Yeah, I still play with him.
Okay. So and don't take this offensively now. This is when I remember you guys younger. I felt like you and Scotty matched up somewhat offensively.
Yeah.
But I don't think you guys can play together. Right? Because you guys are too similar of the type of players where he needs the ball, he needs to score. That's going to take you out. At the time, not now, but at the time. Right? Vice versa. You needed the ball. He's definitely giving up if you're not giving him the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the one thing I hated about fucking Scotty. Scotty was one of those players. He was talented. He had some skill. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like him too much, but he had some skill.
Pippen?
No. He wished. He kind of looked like, that's why they fucking call him Scotty. Fuck, call him Scotty. He looked like fucking Scotty Pippen. He had some talent. My problem with him was like, if he wasn't the one scoring the ball, he would give up on shit. That pisses me off. But you guys were so similar where I felt like you guys can't play together. Like you would play better with someone like Jason, Brandon, me, because I'm going to give you the ball. I'm going to compliment your game.
His whole point is, they're the same player. And they're not.
And a lot of times
they
those
are
type
not.
of...
So to put it in perspective, like he played with Bron and like...
But Bron, again, in my opinion, Bron was more of a pass player, more of a pass first player than an automatic scorer, which allows Kyrie to be the scorer that he wants to be. Because I think Kyrie is a pure, unstoppable scorer.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also think Luka's an unstoppable scorer.
Not gonna lie,
besides just looking out of shape.
He's a triple-double machine. Like he's a real life killer, and I feel like that can work because of the simple fact of like you can't send doubles at him now. You can't.
Sure.
You can't.
But we say that about a lot of teams.
They literally have nothing besides it. Dunwoodie's out.
I understand that.
And that was like their second best scoring option.
So
what else do they got?
I'm not saying that team's not going to be better than what they are. I'm just saying, is that going to guarantee you a championship? I don't think it guarantees.
Well, nobody's saying that. I'm just saying it'll work.
I would think a lot of people are putting them up high now.
I think 2 scores on a team works. 3, now you're getting kind of like sketchy. Yeah. But 2 is good. You need 2, as a matter of fact.
I think you need scores, but in completely different positions. Well, I think works better.
They don't play the same fucking position.
Oh my God, bro. Hold on, John.
I mean,
John, relax.
They do because Luka's a guard, pretty much. Essentially, Luka's a guard.
Forward.
Nah, he's a guard. Essentially, he came in.
He's a point forward. He is a point forward.
I'm sorry, John. There is no such thing as positions in NBA right now. Okay, they both play point guard-ish style of basketball and shooting guard-ish style of basketball. That's what they both do. I don't care what height they are, what size they are, what position they are.
You have Kyrie
on paper.
Run the ball up and pass to Luka. And if he wants to keep it, he can keep it.
I'm not saying it cannot work. I'm just saying history has shown us that guards, when a lot of scoring players play together, they don't necessarily win championships.
It's too
well. Like
has it happened in the past? Maybe,
but
it doesn't happen often.
I'm gonna say, like, from my experience of getting older and playing on teams where I'm not the only one that can go get a bucket. Sure. Like right now on my team, our whole starting five, we can go get buckets. We can switch 1 through 5.
But are you guys?
If we wanted to.
But are you guys passive players?
But that's where I was gonna get to. It's an ego thing because it's like,
agreed.
It's like now somebody's giving up something for the greater of the team.
Agreed.
So that's how we're thinking. Like, you know me.
So you guys look like Golden State, right? So when Golden State had Kevin Durant, I thought it was a perfect situation for him because Steph Curry's not ball hungry, Klay Thompson's not ball hungry, Draymond Green likes to pass.
We're just out there playing,
right? So
like whoever scores it or shoots it, shoot it.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think Kyrie. I like Kyrie. I really do. He's fucking got mad game, right? I don't think he is I'm gonna sit in the passenger seat type of player. I also don't think Luka's not that type of player either, and I don't expect him or want him to be. I don't want either of them to be.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you both can't drive one car.
But you think Luka's looking at it like, oh, I love doing.
What the hell was that, John?
I don't know.
That was fucking loud, boy.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
You should be asleep by that's okay. We good. You're an old man.
I'm like a ventriloquist. I'm throwing my piece. I can do a frog while I'm talking.
Dude, that sounded almost 3D-ish, bro. That's crazy. Bro. Continue, go.
I forgot what I was saying. No, this guy, he's got to be happy that Kyrie, like, as much as you like to be the star of the show, you need somebody.
Nah, for real.
Here. I would love to be the star of this show by myself, but I need somebody who's opposite of me. That's all. It would be pretty weird if we were exactly the same, right? It probably wouldn't work if we step on each other's toes the whole fucking time. I'm not saying it's impossible for this to work. I'm just going off of what I've seen in the past, right? You grab like the whole thing in Brooklyn, right? You got 3 crazy scores. Didn't fucking work.
3 is not 2.
And sure. But I really think that Brooklyn situation could have worked had like James Harden bought in a little bit more. Not to say that he wasn't,
but that could have been the problem.
But it's just what the media shows.
Again, obviously we don't know the personals, right?
Yeah.
But imagine again, where did he come from when he went to Brooklyn? He was in Houston first? Was he in Houston or somewhere else?
He was in Houston.
Who was there with him? Just Dwight at one point and that's it, right?
No, he had CP, he had Westbrook.
Westbrook was playing with him in Houston? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Oh, but Westbrook sucks balls. He's terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. Westbrook is still a bucket. It's just how the media is playing it right now. Like he can still go and get a bucket.
He's a layup bucket.
I would say basketball is all about like a confidence thing. Like,
well, he doesn't lack that.
Or like if you're not really happy in your situation, like that shit is really that's just really a downer.
Kyrie, bro. Kyrie's always not happy.
Kyrie's always
hopefully this works.
He's still getting buckets though. Even if he's unhappy, he's fucking getting buckets, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Westbrook's not scoring
but
like that.
That's one thing that Sam has taught me is that no matter what you have going on, like outside of basketball, that shit should not affect when you touch that floor. It has nothing to do with going to take care of business. Like you can handle that shit after.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Sam should go talk to Westbrook.
Yeah,
we'll have a conversation with Westbrook.
Fuck the training. He's got to be like a mental like fucking advocate for these guys.
He's gonna. I heard he's gonna end up here.
Who's that?
Westbrook.
I mean that could work.
Man, I think the Bulls have a pretty good. I think the Bulls don't need more star power. I think they need a few pieces, but I don't think they need a Westbrook. You get what I'm saying? Like, who is he gonna?
Dude, they're middle of the pack. They're never gonna go anywhere. So
and we never have any fucking cap room, bro. Like,
I don't know why we don't. I mean, we don't really have any big names. Who's our big name?
I mean, they didn't do anything.
DeMar DeRozan,
Vooch, DeRozan, Levine.
But they weren't huge names to begin with. Or were they really that popular
DeRozan?
when DeRozan was?
Zach
DeRozan,
LaVine, of course. I'm pretty sure.
When he came from, we got him from Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they didn't trade anybody or give him up.
And we got Lonzo, but he's like injured right now.
I heard his career might be kind of in that dwindling because he's got a bad knee. He's got a pretty bad knee. But
so Scottie Pippen's son and Malik Monk, I think his name, they're teammates now.
Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley. There you go.
I don't know any of those two. I didn't even know Scottie Pippen's kid was playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I really did.
Beasley was going out with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mom. So
yeah, and they're teammates now. Like
we'll see how that goes.
It's crazy.
That's a fight waiting to happen.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh man, that's bad.
Did the GM not look that up? I mean, you would think he would do his homework.
Gotta be in the news, right? Somewhere, right?
I mean, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Real quick, we'll touch on this real quick because I've been seeing a lot of videos pop up on this. Have you ever had a girl record you at the gym and say that you're a creep?
No.
That's a really weird question.
No, man. Because I'm like, I feel like it happens now. Like I'm telling you, I've been seeing it pop up on freaking.
You?
No, I don't go to the fucking gym, bro.
Oh, no, okay. never. Because like usually,
because you're banned, right?
Like when I go to the gym, like of course, like I'm not focused on that. But like if I do see something that I like or it looks appeasing, I'm not gonna like overly stare. Like I'll look, but I'm not gonna keep like hawking. Like
you know what's interesting? That's how I feel about this shit, bro. I think I feel like the original couple girls probably got creeped on, right? And then it became, I can make a lot of money fucking putting this shit on TikTok
and putting people on blast
that are not doing shit, right? I mean, I just don't get it. Like girls are interesting, bro, and I love the ladies, but y'all go crazy over some, sure. Some, not all of them. Some, they go crazy over nothing, right? You're in public. People are going to look at you.
That's true.
You can have your feelings about whatever, but there's no crime being committed. There's no reason for that. There was one bigger TikTok chick who got in trouble for it. And like she lost her sponsorship and this because she tried to put this guy on blast, and then the guy like sued her or whatever, some shit.
That's kind of funny.
And I'm like, that's what you fucking get. That's what you get.
It all depends on how good looking you are too.
Sure,
if it's a good looking guy looking at you, then all of a sudden, he's not a creep. He's just like
I'm just like, these girls nowadays, man, they got no sense. Like you're in fucking public, man. There people are gonna look at you, even if they're just fucking staring at you. What the fuck? It's not killing you. You don't need to pay attention.
No, I get that. If they're like gawking at you, that's a little different.
But if I'm across the room and I find you attractive, whatever, not you, John, but
Thank
whatever.
You. Never mind.
And I look, who am I hurting here? I'm not hurting nobody. If anything, you should take it as a compliment because I'm looking at you. But most of the time, it's like they're overly sensitive over shit. But now, does that shit work the opposite way? Absolutely not.
Not at all.
And that's where it's like, well, what the fuck?
I don't know. Guys are fucking striving for attention.
That's true. Like I remember when I was younger and I used to go to the club, like when girls would like grab my ass and shit. And like, bro, I can't even report this. Like that's assault.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah,
that's
sure you can.
Fucking assault,
You're
bro.
gonna get laughed at,
exactly.
But go ahead.
But it's a fucking double standard, bro. That's fucking assault. Because if I did that to a chick, I'm going to jail.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Not if you pinch and go.
Oh,
you get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, I was about to say you go to a club that's like really fucking.
I mean,
packed.
don't do that.
It doesn't work for me, bro. I'm 6'3", bro. It don't work for me. Tall motherfucker. He's the one who did it.
Is that what you used to do? Pinch and go?
No, I never went to the club. So
you never went to the fucking club, bro. So you not partying, none of that stuff? You're straight training, bro?
Nah, like I knew at an early age that like parties weren't even for me. Like it got to the point where I didn't even go to homecoming. Like,
really?
None of my years in high school.
Man, you gotta go, bro.
No, but it wasn't even like. It wasn't even like, oh, I don't want to go type thing. It was more like,
it's pointless.
Yeah, like I would rather be doing something else. Like,
I would only argue that there's certain things in life you have to live through. I'm not saying go fucking get drunk and do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like prom, homecomings, dances. You only have 4 years of that.
I went to prom like 5-6 times, bro. Like,
but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I'm just saying. Like I think there's certain things.
Does that happen?
But I went as
other ones.
I went as an underclassman, and I went like twice as a senior. Like
I went to other high school proms.
It reminds me of Syed for some reason.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
kind of athletic. Athletic, yeah.
No, but as far as like parties go, I just know like where we stay at in our environment. Like that's not the ideal environment for me to be in if I want to go pursue something. Like I'm not saying like I'm against having fun. Like I don't go have fun.
So what's having fun for you? What do you do for fun besides basketball? Obviously.
Like
Call of Duty.
Yeah, 2K here and there. Like if I get invited somewhere, like if you guys invited me somewhere and it's like close friends or like people you guys know, I'll go. I'll have fun. But like if it's like people I don't know or like 1 or 2 people, like I'll pass.
Stay home. Yeah,
just because like anything can happen.
No, I agree. Especially in this fucking crazy ass city we fucking live in.
Man, anything. And like they don't care if you play basketball, they
don't care, period.
No.
That's the problem with the kids nowadays, man. That's why I'm happy to see you doing something positive, bro. Because there's a lot of people you see nowadays, and they're kids who I saw, and like, bro, they're in the street doing crazy shit.
Yeah, and then like I'm not gonna sit up here and say like, oh, I'm like goody two shoe. Like, yeah, like I have my issues, but like I work through them. But I do it with basketball. Like, yeah, I fuck up here and there, but like it's a learning process, which is why like I was away from Sam for a while. Just because I had to get stuff within myself figured out. And then like today was my first day back with him in the gym. And like it felt good because like just like applying the shit that he told me when I like didn't understand it in a way. So that it's like stuff like that I'm just like, I want to be better as a person. Like
you already got a better mentality like 90% of it.
Yeah, but it's just like every day, like not even just being better with basketball, like being better as a person, because like in return that helps me on the court being better off.
Agreed, man. Definitely, keeps you out of trouble, man. And in this city, you can get in trouble for anything nowadays.
Anything, bro. Like
I'm gonna get banned pretty soon for saying something stupid. Watch, it's coming. I know it's coming.
Yeah, like LeBron James is a pass
first player. Yeah, I'm gonna get banned. Yeah,
cancel.
No, man. Like I said, I think with you, and I always thought you were a good kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you've proven, bro. You've proven that you're on a good path, man. I'm actually very happy for you, man. So what's your next?
Why don't you go watch him play?
We can do that. We were going to.
Yeah, you and Brandon, right? And
Brandon and Jason. But I think he was on a day I was late at work or whatever.
Yeah, and I think Brandon was going out of town or something like that.
No, Brandon's a cop now too, bro. Brandon's one of them. Yeah, Brandon's one of them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Brandon's a good friend. Where's your plan? Where are you going now after here? What are you studying, by the way? What are you studying?
I'm a psychology major.
Psychology major?
Yeah.
So you're going to treat people that have mental illness, that kind of thing?
Not kind of, because, well, my grandma, she has like her business in the city. Mm-hmm. Like it's a recovery program. So it's basically CRCC. Like they have like youth programs, and then they help people that like are on drugs like get back into society, like get jobs, find housing, find programs. So like just being around that and seeing kind of what I want to do, like getting to the point where I can have clients who are struggling with drug abuse, and I can kind of like know the psychology behind like what they're thinking and like why is it so hard for them to like kick this habit, or what can I do to help them kick the habit and like continue on the right path. So it's just like stuff like that. It's not really to be like mental health, and like really learning psychology has taught me a lot about myself as well, like my own mental and how I think.
They say a lot of actors take psychology classes to understand how people think, which is interesting. No, you don't think?
I think
so?
That's overthinking for an actor.
No, far. I mean, let's be real.
Just read your fucking lines and go home and collect your fucking paycheck.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He wants everybody to act like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, you see?
What are you talking about?
Anyways,
what's your obsession with that guy? Super Bowl, who you got?
Who the fuck is playing?
Oh my God!
Eagles and
that
Chiefs.
One. I don't know.
The script got leaked. Did you see it?
For what?
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Allegedly, they got the final score and
get the fuck out of here. Seriously?
Chiefs win it 37-34.
What the fuck? You think it's paid like that? No, come on. It can't be paid like that, bro. It can't be scripted like that. It can't be.
It
Football's too unpredictable.
If it's the same score as that thing, then something's up.
You gonna go take back the Bears loss back then?
Oh God,
that was a sad day for you, right?
Yeah, it was.
Didn't we almost get killed that day?
No,
wasn't that the day we got chased?
No, that was when
I know it was a Super Bowl.
The Ravens won.
Oh, okay.
The Ravens won, and we almost lost.
Our lives. Oh man, no, I don't watch football. Football's never been my thing.
That helped me the first one to go. Oh, why didn't you invite me to watch the Super Bowl, motherfucker? Because you don't care about the Super Bowl.
Sure, but I'll come and watch the game and have a good time and watch the movie trailers and all that shit.
That wasn't an invite.
And the halftime show. So, I know. Yeah. You should have done it this year. You actually have a TV that works this year.
Yeah. I know.
Last year we had to watch the Super Bowl. Well, I didn't care, but they were watching. TV. Yeah, they were watching the Super Bowl with fucking half the TV cracked and shit.
What do you want me to do?
Your kid was learning how to throw a baseball or some shit.
It was a new TV. It's just broken.
Bro, brand new TV.
In the house though, throwing a baseball in the house.
It wasn't a baseball.
No, it wasn't a baseball. They were throwing like I don't know, action figures or something.
Bro, literally, I remember he bought it because that's the one because I had bought mine first, right?
Wow.
And I was like, oh, check out, it's pretty affordable brand. It's pretty good. It's got really good reviews. So he bought the bigger version, and I think maybe like less than a month was when you called me.
It was like a week and a half.
He calls me, he's like, bro, my kid broke my TV, and I'm like,
wow.
Oh shit.
Also, another thing I noticed. The channel has grown a lot.
What channel? This one?
Yes.
I don't even pay attention to it no more, bro. I just let it do what it does, bro. What the hell are you doing over there, John?
I'm writing the final score.
Oh, you're gonna put a bet or something or what? You gonna bet on FanDuel? Why not?
I just want to be. I want to be right. That'd be kind of cool.
Though you're wrong, but
that'd be kind of cool though.
So you're gonna go. So you're at your school now. Where do you plan on going after?
Well, I mean, I still have eligibility left in NCAA.
That's a
NCAA. So
that's a 4-year college.
Yeah.
Oh, should I say
university actually.
Oh, okay, cool. And you plan on going overseas and all that shit or what?
Yeah, I plan on it. That's the goal.
That's cool, man.
It's gonna take a lot of work though. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely. Everything.
What would be your
work.
ideal landing spot? Greece. Not Turkey.
Go play for Puerto Rico, bro.
Nah, to be honest,
that league. Bro, a lot of people go play over there in that league. Bro.
Really? But they don't pay like European.
Nobody plays. I don't think anybody plays overseas that much compared to.
It's never going to be like the NBA, but they pay pretty good over there.
Think so?
Yeah, right? There's a reason he's wanting to go over there.
That or work at a factory. I mean, I got
go play. Nah, to be honest, I really just want to
play the WNBA. Fuck it, I'll take $50,000 a year to play a sport.
More than happy to do that. Identify.
Sure.
Yeah, you can play.
I'll be a WNBA legend in a week. What are you talking about?
I don't know about that.
80 points to your first game,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know about we got into this conversation at work, but my coworker goes, we're talking about like, could we compete? Like, remember that old show, Pros versus Joes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, would we be able to compete, at all with professional athletes, right? I'm like, I might be able to beat some WNBA girls. I mean, maybe not the number 1 player, but you give me the top 10, I'm beating at least 5 through 6.
How about Sue Bird? Busting Sue Bird?
Hell yeah, busting her ass. But she's too small.
Wow.
Candace Parker's
pretty tall. I mean, she's about my height.
But
so
she
might be able. She might be able to beat me. But like, who's that girl with the funny name that played for the Sky? Vandersloot or something like that. Vandersloot, whatever. So she just got traded to go to New York or Las Vegas. She's somewhere in those. She's either in the Liberty or in Las Vegas.
It's like the WNBA's first super team or something like
that.
Oh yeah.
And she was playing pretty good for Chicago. She was ranked pretty high, right? I'm like, she's gotta be like John's height, right? And I don't care. She's probably really athletic for a chick, but I'm like, bro, she ain't beating me, bro. She ain't getting no shot on me. I'm blocking that shit. At my age right now, I'm blocking that shit. Easy. And how's she gonna stop me? I'm 6'3", she's 5.
I mean, that's true, but it all depends how it goes. If she gets ball first, I'm pretty sure like she's gonna win the in shape game. Like,
sure, if you want to play 1-on-1 full court, she might beat me. I mean, sure, but I mean,
they're taking it all serious, and he's vaping on the sideline.
Yeah, like I'll tell you, what's the girl, Maya Moore? She was beast. Like she beating a lot of guys. I'll tell you right now. Diana Taurasi, maybe not now because she's a little older, but like when she's
Cheryl Miller,
bro, there's a lot of girls. Brittany Griner, she dunking on you, John.
Oh yeah,
she dunking on you.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's dunking on you.
She would have to go around me. She ain't gonna freaking lower her shoulder, move me. I hope she doesn't think so.
Bro, her hip is at your head. What are you talking about, bro? She's like 7 foot.
Yeah,
she's like 7.
You're gonna get a hip to the face.
Gonna waft that.
Stop it. Just stop right there. Stop right there. If that's even the case, but we won't even. We're not gonna touch that. We're not gonna get there. We're not gonna go there. Nothing. We're good. We're good. We're definitely gonna go check out one of your games, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
How many games you got left in the season?
3.
We gotta go.
And then we have playoffs.
You got a game tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, but it's away.
It's away.
Yeah.
When's your next home game?
Next home game is Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
Let me know. I will definitely check you out. Where can people find you if they want to reach out to you?
Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook no more.
Are you too cool for Facebook?
Nah, it's just
like us old people like Tom and shit.
Nah, it's really just like from a social media standpoint. That's like the biggest thing growing up. I wish I did more of, but I just never cared for it.
Like separate yourself from it, or like be on it more.
Like be on it more.
Okay.
But Instagram is d.smooth_23. It's smooth as in OOVE. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, I got you. What are you doing?
It's final score right there. And when I'm right,
what are you getting?
I don't know. Give me something.
You better go bet something on FanDuel or something. Go play a line on that.
Bet $1 on that.
Yeah, if you're gonna play if you're gonna pick the score, you might win some money.
Hey, maybe.
You should do it. Did you have a good time, bro?
Yeah, I did.
You want to come back sometime again?
Yeah,
when you become a famous basketball player, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got to come bring your own posse.
God willing.
Bring another player with you next time. We can talk about some stuff, man.
All right, cool.
Contract at Greece. Bring back some.
If you want to do your contract signing, if you want to do your contract signing on our podcast, you got it, bro. All
right.
It could be like your cousin, not your cousin. Yeah, your cousin and her kids when they sign their contracts for their college for baseball.
Who?
I'm trying not to use names, bro.
Okay.
No.
I'm
trying.
Yes.
I say your cousin, and he can't pin it down.
I got so many.
Not too many that play baseball like they do, but sure, nonetheless, whatever.
They're not cousins though, technically. Second,
never mind.
Never mind.
I appreciate you stopping by, bro.
No problem. Appreciate you for having me.
Seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe we'll play. No, we're not gonna play each other.
Yeah, he's done. He doesn't. I'm done. He doesn't want that smoke.
Yeah, it does. Wow, John, you shouldn't say stuff like that. You look awkward saying shit like that.
Really?
Bro. Say it again.
No. He doesn't want that. No.
All right, man. I appreciate. Like I said, you're more than welcome to come back whenever you want.
Yeah.
John, you're good.
Yeah. Like
sure.
I said, Chiefs 28, Eagles 23. You heard it here first.
All right.
It's gonna be way off.
That's going to be our show for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, everything we said is in our opinion. And if you don't agree with it, you can piss off.